To access all full body language breakdown videos in entirety, hours upon hours, click the link in the description to take you through to the Patreon. Thanks. Everyday Superpower, where we talk body language, relationships, game, and everything in between. Bro, we just got to get back to the other series because they're introducing too much nonsense on this particular channel. But this is entitled Will These Guilty Secrets Tear Them Apart? We've watched the intro, we've watched a little bit of an introduction to who these people are and what one of them is going to reveal, which is insane. All right, if you want to hear my thoughts on that, watch the first episode. The playlist link will be down below. Let's actually start this game.
Dun, 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 dun.
You in board games.
What was your first impression of me? Has that changed over time?
My first impression of you, I met Stephanie on my birthday. It was a magical day. You were this.
Let me tell you something, right? This guy is short compared to Stephanie. So short compared to Stephanie, I think he's got a lot of money. That's all I've got to say. That's the black pill of the day. I reckon he's got resources. Say no more. This guy owns a business. Look at his haircut. This guy owns a business. Because he's not got the traditional corporate wage slave haircut. He doesn't abide by that. He's not fit into that criteria. This guy owns a business.
Strong, sort of little
There he goes again. He said that at the start.
day. You were.
He loves himself. This guy's narcissistic because he sees himself in her and comments on them qualities like it's her benefits. She said on the introduction, oh, he's made me mature and strong and all this and that. And I think I've, given him a bit of empathy and these feminine qualities. Whereas when he's commenting on her, he's referenced now twice, highlight the fact she's strong. And she said she garnered that from him. So he's looking at her like a mirror of himself. If I was with a woman and advised her to get her hair cut in a particular way, and then they asked me, what do you like about her? And I says, oh, she has great hair. That's not a compliment to her. That's me stroking my own ego. That's me stroking my own ego, which actually could be a representative of my frail ego. Because it's a necessity that I need to do so in order for me to feel competent and qualify in this world.
Were this strong, sort of little quiet, but very proper intellectual woman.
But she does look mature. 30 years old. With all due respect, she could be older. With all due respect, she could be older. Okay?
Strong, sort of little quiet, but very proper intellectual woman. And then I got to know you, and you're a complete wild child.
My first impression of you was...
Wait for it. I'm going to try correlate this with money. Wait for it.
I honestly just for some reason assumed...
She's thinking of a time. Look.
My first impression of you...
My first impression of you, so what she's about to say, she's actually garnering a genuine opinion. Or, what comes out of her mouth might not be, but in her mind will be, look. She looks up to the sky. That's an eye accessing cue, accessing the part of the brain that is visual, okay?
I honestly just for some reason assumed John was gay. Like, he has a lot of feminine energy, which I love.
He is soft-spoken, and he is androgynous in his own way, yeah. But think about this.
I honestly just for some reason assumed John was gay. Like,
I assumed John was gay, she says, as she defends her neck by raising her shoulders, covering her neck because it's a threatening statement to make. Now, these are guilty secrets. So, if she doesn't know why she's on here, if she doesn't know he's going to reveal this secret, she's putting it out there before she gets embarrassed and humiliated. This is a preemptive strike to ensure that Oh, I knew it all along. I knew it all along. But think about this. If that was someone you were going to get married to, and you say on this channel before all these people, I thought he was gay. That's crazy! That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. And trust me, right? Between you and me, I like to watch people. They tend to stem from the African American community. There's a lot of fascinating stories on YouTube about women who have found out that their partners have been homosexual. And I found it very fascinating to hear how these men operate, right? And what you find reoccurring. It's a fascinating space because this situation turns women off in that particular community to the degree where they stop dating people. They're so like at unease at the potential it might happen again that they use it as a scapegoat as to why they're not getting masculine attention or dating anymore, which is crazy. Like just living a barren life with like no love for the potential that he might be into dudes. It's like, well, you should know that. Your friends tell you that. You know what I mean? People can see if a guy's flamboyant and into dudes. Like, it's clear as day, right? But they say in the comment section, if you have to question it, it explains itself. If you are questioning if he is or isn't, why are you doing that? There's a reason why you're doing that. That's your gut intuition. Now, your ego is getting in the way, right? So I know relationships or have come across mature relationships between married people where the husband has been cheating on the wife, but the wife is finding any excuse to cover herself from the reality that he is, because he owns the house. They've got kids together. He brings the money in. She's unemployed. He gives her the life of comfort she wants. If she breaks up with him, she don't know where she goes from there. So she will do anything to protect herself than accept the truth of what she's experiencing. And that is her husband going out late at night and making bullshit excuses and coming back and lying to her face. She knows, but she can't face the truth. I'm putting you on some good game. I'm putting you on some good game here. Come on now, people. And this is for the men as well. Your intuition is a real thing. It's a non-congruence between the verbal and the non-verbal. If somebody says something to you, or if somebody does something and acts a little bit out of whack, the fact is your inbuilt recognition of patterns is giving you a little hint. That's your survival mechanism to say something's a bit off here, right? You need to look after yourself because I feel uncomfortable for some strange reason. Take it as the most honest sign you will ever get when it comes to detecting non-congruent behavior with people.
Like, there's a lot of feminine energy, which I love.
You thought I was gay?
Only because in the very
What, so she's only just brought it up now, look.
like, there's a lot of feminine energy, which I love.
You thought I was gay?
Only because in the
He says that in the campus manner. Listen to the way he says gay and opens up his eyes. Look, his eyes radiate when he says that.
like, there's a lot of feminine energy, which I love.
You thought I was gay?
Look at the joy in his face as he says that. His eyes illuminate and beam light as he says that.
Only because in the
Hold on. Keep going.
feminine energy, which I love.
You thought I was gay?
Only because in the very, very beginning.
You thought I was gay?
That expression is crazy. And then he slams down in the table because he's so excited by this. Look,
Because in the very, very
overreacts.
beginning. But I don't think of you like that. The question is, how's that changed over
He's still laughing, overreacting. Bruh, I'll tell you what, right? If I was on this program and that got put out, I'm not even cracking a smile. I'm saying, what? Where'd you get that from? Do you know what I mean? I don't think that's a joke.
over time.
I think, why the hell are you with me then? Is it because I own these businesses? Is it because I'm rich?
So
in the
now you don't think I'm
beginning,
gay.
But then we hooked up like hours and hours later, and then I was like, okay, don't think he's gay.
Why did she do that? Ho! She thought this guy was gay and then had sex with him 2 hours later. Why?
But then we hooked up like hours and hours later, and then I was like, okay.
Hours and hours. You see her, she tries to, you know, accentuate a little bit more. Hours and hours. Right, that's not days. That's not weeks. That's not months. Don't get me wrong. You know, you should be sleeping with each other after the first date. If you're perceived as valuable, she's going to want to do that. That's completely fine. But, come on. I thought he was gay and then I slept with him hours later. Alright, it says more about you than him, doesn't it?
Don't think he's gay.
Okay. What's your ideal dynamic?
Right, I'll see you on the flip side. Yeah, I'm getting gassed. I'm getting emotional watching this. Let's keep going. Thank you for watching. You can watch all body language breakdown videos, hours on hours of content, including the game I can't give here, via the Patreon. The link is in the description.